Okay, I want to do a real quick video of how to do the Solve It, Newton's second law, Solve It concept builder. And you're going to be doing the first two trophies and then submitting a picture. So it tells you here a frictional force of 68 newtons acts on it, and it tells us the mass. So it's going to give us information here that will help us fill in some of the blanks. So frictional force of 68 newtons, that's right here. So I'll go ahead and put that in. And it says the mass is 8.05. If I know the mass, I can figure out the gravitational force. Now, I can't use 10, unfortunately, with this computer program. I have to use 9.8. So I can take that mass. Excuse me. I can take that mass and multiply it by 8.05 times the 9.8 instead of 10, and I get a gravitational force of 78.89. And the normal force balances that, so that's also 78.89. At any point, you can check the answers to see if you're right or not. So if you look at the force diagram, you can see it's unbalanced. That means the unbalanced force is 68. The net force is 68. And I could find the acceleration because remember that the F net equals ma, so I can take the F net and divide it by the mass to give me my acceleration. And I get 8.45 approximately, so I'll put that in for the acceleration. And you can see that I got them all right. And there are two problems here, so you have to submit one more. Let me go to the main menu now. So I'm going to show you now the master level. Once you get that one done, you'll see this trophy, but you have to get two trophies here, apprentice and master level, before you submit your picture. So let me show you the master level. So again, they give you information, and so we can fill this out. For instance, it tells me what the right word force is, so I'll go ahead and plug that in. That's 84.6. It tells me the mass is 4.8 kilograms, so 4.8. It tells me the frictional force is 27.8. So I can do lots of different things to calculate. Like for instance, I know what the mass is, so I can go ahead and find the gravitational force because gravitational force is equal to 9.8 times the mass. Remember, we're not using 10 in this program. So 9.8 times 4.8, and I get 47.04, and that's going to be the gravitational force. And that would also be the normal force because they balance in this case. At any point, you can go ahead and check your answers if you're curious. I still have to find the acceleration and the net force. Well, notice this is not balanced. The applied force is bigger than the frictional force. In fact, the difference in those two would be my unbalanced force, the net force. So I'm going to subtract those two to find the net force. So 84.6 minus 27.8, and I get 56.8 is the net force. Now I can go ahead and find the acceleration because remember F net equals ma, so I can take the net force 56.8 divided by the mass 4.8, and I'll get my acceleration. And I get 11.83. And I can check my answers to see if I got it right, and I did. So there are three questions there, and once you get it all submitted and you get everything correct, then you'll get both of those trophies, and then you'll submit those trophies right here before midnight. Okay.